welcome to the Field of Streams, where every week I, your host, Janine McRae, that's me, read a short piece of my writing to you so that you don't have to read it. Really, it's no bother. Enjoy it. Then if you're really inspired, you can go listen to some other episodes that I have recorded for your listening enjoyment. Binging is, as they say, well, maybe they don't say, encouraged. As I say pretty much every week, I can't promise you much with these missives, but I can promise you this. I will not keep you long. Okay, today's piece of glorious wordsmithery. That's my ego talking. Go to the corner, ego. Start again. Today's piece was inspired by something an artist said. Who was that artist? Everyone's favourite meat-obsessed painter, Francis Bacon. I know I've already lost some people there because Francis Bacon tends to have a very polarising effect on the audience at large in terms of whether they enjoy or perhaps, enjoy a little less the prolific works of said painter. If you're unfamiliar with his work, Francis Bacon painted some, let's call them grotesque paintings of screaming faces, and his internal torment is perhaps a good way of putting it. The Screaming Pope is a great example of the screaming face, and he also particularly enjoys employing meat motifs within. It's kind of hard to describe, so if you want to look at some great examples, I made a behind the scenes video about this week's post and themes, and there's a lot of things that rhyme with streams in there. But anyway, I give a small crash course into Francis and his work. The link is in the description. So what did Francis Bacon say that inspired me to write something? Well, the full quote goes a lot. It goes like this. Quote, I like, you may say, the glitter and colour that comes from the mouth, and I've always hoped, in a sense, to be able to paint the mouth like Monet painted a sunset. End quote. The glitter of the mouth. I mean, that's paraphrased, obviously, but I was so tickled by that turn of phrase. It immediately made me think about how the words we throw at people is like glitter. Pretty, distracting, fancy, sometimes really ugly. A sprinkle of a lie or a truth. And that's what today's post is about. Words, no matter what their intentions are, stick. She says, already picturing my word glitter in your hair after you listen to this. Your words stick too. So choose wisely, my friends. And now, without any further glitter bombing, I invite you to sit back, relax, and allow me to read to you a piece of my writing called The Glitter of the Mouth. These words, packaged as they are in the cellophanes and plastics of tone, burst forth with eager glory. A head turn, a glimpse of a face, and boom, the glitter comes. Scatterguns and smatterings, the silvers and golds and rubies and emeralds and sapphires of each sensational channel are dispersed as fireflies of feeling, swirling and clicking to life in our atmospheres. Tiny sprinkles of thought as speech confetti, the glitter of the mouth. Formed in our heart's distribution centres with lathes whirring and our soul dust flying, the glitter exists as impulse and unfettered enthusiasm, primed and ready for release. Our urge to say what's on our mind in the mind's moment will not be held back. So pure, so innocent, this glitter is not afraid to be known or seen. There is no self-censorship board halting its departure from our bodies. We exhale this heart dust out and over tongue, bypassing teeth strainers to launch straight into the faces before us. Singing, talking, whispering, shouting, out, out, out. Glitz vomit spritzes the air. Words. Each letter, a speck of memory glistening in the open air to be sucked in and processed by others. We sprinkle this glitter over the skin of anyone within earshot as though salting fresh meat. Wounding words, wonder words, wayward words, the vocabulary of our humanity. or lack of. Cold glitters, warm glitters, yes glitters, no glitters, hateful, hurtful, harmful glitters, meh glitters, joyous glitters, godly, holy judgment glitters, vengeful glitters, verb and noun glitters, settling softly in the darkness, waiting for the light switch flick. Strange glitters casting spells in rooms populated by the mesmerized. The glitter of the mouth. Showering from the open maws of those who deliver, these shiny jewels spew into empty spaces, making room and broadcasting their arrival. In the initial projection, those who speak it see only the dazzle and remain blind to any potential environmental damage this glitter may inflict upon their landscapes. Relationships, social standings, the ability to order a sandwich, all are compromised or complemented by glitter. Caution label reads, "Swift kicks to the teeth from glitter-scuffed boots are rare but not unheard of." So pretty, so dangerous. The speech of the political animal, true or not, glitters with promise and hope to fall softly upon the masses. Cheap glitter with the shiniest hue caught in the blink of an eyelash as it settles upon our glistening, sweaty faces. No one is safe. At the high tables, drinks and desserts flecked with careless colours, these animals decline to eat their own promises, spooning off the foam in heaping helpings. Its voice remains an echo on the menu. Touching this, touching that. We will never be rid of glitter. Coating the world, it thickens and sticks, becomes impossible to wash off, attaches to the very souls of its citizens. So beautiful, so destructive. Caution, throw it to the wind. Passion glitters, glitters sweet and savoury. This love buzz bomb streams its ordnance from the mouths of the affected to splash upon flushing, blushing skin. The snow upon our bliss, glittering with the tremble of a shy finger lick to touch upon our flesh. This is the glorious glitter. It understands the potential of pain is forever linked to the promise of forever. The understanding outweighs the danger. Exploding with joy, the glitter glints and hearts are spoken. The glitter of the mouth stretches as a rainbow, and we ride it to the very end, to the horizon and beyond. Caution, read the label again. Passion glitters, glitters mad and agitated. Oppressed and frightened and angry and tired, glitter caught in the heat rising, alighting from the mouths in the central square to reach for the fortresses above. Protesters, mouths stretched with the glitter of outrage. It is red, it is blue, it is all the colours of the mouth's flesh brought to life the moment it catches a sliver of light. These words have passion. It is not enough. The world puts on its makeup, and the cover-up begins again. Caution. Glitter sticks. Glitter gets everywhere. Words mashed into our fabrics and sprayed upon our vision in fonts we do not recognise. Glitter collects in our consciousness underwear and in the wrinkles at the corners of our squinting eyes. An irritant, a comfort, a remembrance of a moment. That's just what glitter does. Francis Bacon, the artist, said that he liked the glitter and the colour that comes from the mouth, and that one day he hoped to be able to paint the mouth like Monet painted a sunset. He famously painted a screaming pope with the head half gone, the mouth the star of the moment, demonstrating perhaps that a sunset's beauty is a matter of interpretation. When he said glitter, was he thinking speckles of beauty, the colour of the mouth, as pink hues and flesh tones sinking on the Seine in a glow of infinite love? Or in Bacon's world, was it code for flies buzzing as macabre glitter around the hollow mouth of a grotesque corpse? I am shrugging. Words, flies, sun-dappled worlds. The glitter of the mouth is bottled and sold, hoarded and recorded, vacuumed up and stored in the libraries of our minds as memories to glint only when we shine a light in their direction. A sunbeam catching in the evening air, making us see the truth of what the world paints upon our canvas. Words lie. Words save. Words are sprinkled in the cosmos, creating movement around our constellations. Benevolent glitter, insolent glitter, disaffected glitter, unruly glitter, resigned glitter, vigilant glitter, exposed glitter, vulnerable glitter, deceitful glitter, love glitter, rapturous glitter, glorious glitter, all that sunset of your mouth. Caution. And there you have it, today's episode. If you're curious to hear my thoughts on what I think Francis Bacon actually meant when he was talking about the glitter and Monet's sunsets, I can't recommend the video where I talk about it enough. It's ace. Whoops. There's Ego again. Ego, I told you, get back in the corner. Sorry about that. But seriously, go watch it. Remember, I share these missives as a way of showing my creative process, and hopefully by doing that, it will inspire creative folk to get out there and make something of their own and beat me at my own game, which is just continually pushing out words. A game of making and make. Go make something. If you enjoyed what you heard, follow this vessel on the podcast platform of your choice. But for now, I'll leave you with this. Love what you love, and I'll see you out there making stuff, hopefully. But seriously, go make stuff.